Before a 15-year-old shot herself in front of her entire class, strangers online encouraged her to do it. Her name was Laura Tolosa Shannon. She loved drawing, writing, and literature, but years of relentless bullying convinced her she didn't belong anywhere, not even at Colegio Nacional Rafael Hernandez, one of Argentina's most prestigious high schools. On the outside, Laura looked like any other teenager, but every day when she walked into school, she was met with cruel bullying. She was picked apart for her appearance, treated like an outsider, and eventually began to feel like nobody, not her classmates, not the adults around her, was ever going to step in and make it stop. So she did what a lot of hurting teenagers do. She went online. Laura ended up on an anonymous Argentina forum called Vox. In the days leading up to her death, she told users she planned to take her own life. Instead of trying to help her, many mocked her, called her a coward if she backed out, and counted down the hours until it happened. Rather than finding support, Laura found people who treated her pain as entertainment, but that wasn't even the most disturbing part. Investigators later discover Laura had initially planned to kill 3 or 4 classmates before taking her own life. She brought extra ammunition to school, believing revenge would finally make the people who had hurt her understand her pain. But when the moment came, she couldn't bring herself to hurt anyone else. She also left behind handwritten notes. One was a goodbye to her parents. Another blamed the classmates that pushed her to this point, revealing just how isolated and hopeless she'd become. Then came August 3rd, 2017. Laura walked into her geography classroom with a .38 revolver hidden inside her backpack. As the lesson began, she pulled out the gun and shot herself in front of her teacher and classmates. She was rushed to the hospital where she died from her injuries 4 days later. Her death sent shockwaves across Argentina. It sparked national discussions about bullying, mental health, and the dangers of anonymous communities that encourage vulnerable people instead of helping them. The tragedy also exposed deeper issues in the school itself, where later reports revealed that Laura wasn't the only student being severely bullied. The most heartbreaking part of Laura's story is that none of this had to happen. She wasn't asking strangers on the internet to cheer her on. She was a hurting teenager looking for someone, anyone, to care. Instead, she was met with cruelty both online and at school, leaving behind a tragedy that Argentina still remembers today. I know that mental health cases can be triggering to some of you, so I'm just going to give you a hug. Bring it in. With that being said, what do you guys think about this case? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.